I mean, a lot of these are talking about inappropriateness with
female, male, non-binary researchers.
Yeah,
all
with
of
like
them.
various assistants.
Handsy and taxis is funny.
John Whittingdale, inappropriate with female researchers, plus uses prostitutes for odd sexual acts, which I really wish they would elaborate on here.
One just says inappropriate with female researchers, parentheses, historic. I don't know what that means. Like he's like a historically inappropriate person.
Alan Kahns, who is the Welsh the Welsh secretary, not foreign secretary, although I do say they should make their own nation or their own country. Alan Kahns likes to have intercourse with men who are wearing women's perfume. And then in parentheses, recently came out.
Interesting.
Rory Stewart.
Wait. I want to go back to this previous one. My question is, because so many scents are, really go both ways.
Non-binary.
Or just, really aren't. Is he requesting specific perfumes, or are these men who in general prefer a more ladylike cologne or perfume?
Interesting. So like maybe perhaps like a more of like a what's that movie about cabaret style guy to fuck? Or just like you're hooking up with a dude and you're like, hey, put on this like Dior perfume.
Yeah, like is he bringing a kind of yeah.
I mean, this has to have happened with such.
Little Centel 33.
Yeah, it's hard to gauge.
You have Liz Truss here, who I do think didn't this come out?
This was heavily implied by a lot of people.
Yeah, clearly they used this against her. Fornicated with male researchers whilst backbench MP plus sexual relations with redacted.
I mean, do you remember what we actually were told about Liz Truss? Liz Trust?
Wait.
It's pretty nasty.
Can you remind me? Can we bleep this part?
Liz Truss liked to have...
That's right. I did remember.
Do you want to bleep that?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay, we should. But yeah, Liz Truss, Liz Truss had a, that sounds difficult. And that's a very specific rumor too. Rory Stewart, who is mostly famous for just having like a Mick Jagger style elastic face and taking pictures with very surprised looking African immigrants to Britain, or just African people in general. Black people. I don't know why I'm saying African. He takes pictures of hella black people in a crazy way. He asked a female researcher to do odd things. And then there's something in parentheses that is blacked out, which I would give anything to see that unredacted. And Dominic Raab, injunction for inappropriate behavior with a woman. I mean, there's so many of these. And again, for legal purposes, none of these are confirmed. This is a completely... We have no idea.
No, this is just from a list that someone made.
This is a straight rumor list. These are rumors. But then, you know who's on this list, Liz?
Willie Rag.
Willie Rag. And it does indeed say Will Rag on this list.
Will
It doesn't say
Rag.
William.
Video exists of 3 males urinating on him.
So
a P-tape. Talk about compromise.
Exactly. It could be that Willie Rag had such
P-tape style compromise
film on him that possibly this was because
that potentially he had a relationship with his intern, and now his intern is using it against him.
It's like you already pissed on your boss. What more do you want?
But the question is, to what end? What do they want from these MPs?
Perhaps it is. Have you ever known somebody who had what
does Charlie want?
He could have a fetish for Westminster. Like
Charlie?
Charlie could be like, I just want to fuck.
Well, that's what's very weird because it doesn't have a kind of like political bent. Like it's kind of just people from all parties.
Yeah.
It's very populist.
Journalists as well.
Yeah. I mean,
it's
throw them in there.
It's just targeting people around Westminster.
Yeah. Very interesting. Charlie, if you were listening, hit the tip line. Let us know what's going on here.
But I think so. You said something earlier about William Ragg. You're like, I don't know if a dick pic would lead you to sending all this stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if perhaps this video does exist, and perhaps the person said they had it, or maybe they really do have it. Maybe there's some combination of the truth and William Ragg did put someone up to this?
This is what I'm going to say. I don't think that this interaction with Charlie ever happened on Grindr.
Interesting. Where do you think it happened?
I'm saying I don't even know. What if this person, Charlie, wasn't even an intern in Willie Ragg's office?
What if it's Willie Ragg himself?
No, that doesn't make any sense. But what if it's someone else in Parliament or Westminster?
Yeah.
What if it's someone from within the party getting back at Willie Ragg?
It could be something like that. Perhaps in his urinary tryst, one of the leakers, no pun intended.
The
pun was fully intended there. One of these pissmen was unsatisfied with his expulsion and from his penis, the urine. And was like, I felt like perhaps there wasn't enough aftercare, a word I just learned, which is gross to me.
What's aftercare?
I think that's where you're like...
that's like what it...
I think it's you have sex that you need to like wipe someone's forehead afterwards.
I've never heard, no. The only time I've ever heard aftercare used is like when like a kid after school goes to aftercare.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice for you.
That's nice for you. No, I mean...
Because I'm an adult.
That's the only kind I've ever experienced.
I'm an adult woman.
But I'm like, I think there's more secrets here with William Ragg because he resigned. I mean, he resigned the Tory whip, but he's independent. I don't know if I think he might be just resigning his constituency. I don't know. There's something here. I mean, the UK press has used, let's say, creative means before to get into people's private lives. I mean, obviously the phone hacking scandal, but like they play really dirty over there. But
are they dirty enough to throw down with Willie Ragg, who could be the dirtiest of them all?